All right, just got up into here where I'm headed. First thing, we got fresh elk tracks. Good sign. Let's see what kind of a day we can have in here. Hoping to get into some browns. Have a good day. Let's see what we do. Yes! Yeah, been going about an hour, maybe not even quite that much. So much elk sign, rubs and tracks and that stuff. I just kept thinking I was going to get into something. And I see tines up here in front of me. I'm kind of waiting to see what Honey does. If she stumbles into it, I don't want to say anything to trigger her, because that doesn't really help me at this point. But I haven't got to show her very many elk sheds, so it's kind of new to her. But let's go up here and see what I see. I don't know what it is, other than I'm almost positive it's a brownie. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right there. See it laying there? Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's a sweet brownie. Where's the other side? Oh man, looks like a nice one too. Look at that. Yes. Good girl, honey. There you go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. There you go. Pretty good one. Yeah, all right, so there's tracks of at least 3 bulls in here. So I'm hoping this is the first one of being able to pick all of them up. There's lots of benches right here that they could be on. Good girl. Find the other side. Go find the other one. Go find another one. Go find it up. Find it up. She's like, what? Anyway, so sweet. Let me set up and pick this one up. All right, let's pick it up. All right, so we got a right side, just a nice solid 6. Very little damage on them, just a little tip right there. That is sweet. See that? Just the littlest hint of blood on the base. Right there. I'm looking to see if I can figure out what tracks dropped it, so I can know which age of tracks to stay on. So I wanted to give you a tip, something that I've been using today. So years ago, when I first started getting kind of good at finding elk sheds, I had a guy that used to buy most of my sheds, and I used to bring him tons of hard whites and chalks. And he told me one day, he said, why don't you bring me the browns? And I said, well, I just don't find very many browns. And he looked at me and he said, if you're finding this many whites and chalks, you're walking past browns. And it kind of made me mad. I was like, well, I'm not an idiot. You know, I'm not walking past browns. I got a good eye. I spot stuff. But I thought about it, and it reminded me back when I used to arrowhead hunt. I learned that your eye gets lazy. So most people that take arrowhead hunting as an example, most people, if they want to go find their first arrowhead, would walk around looking for a white arrowhead about this big that looks like a Christmas tree. And they'll miss everything else that doesn't fit that description. Their mind is looking for that. Your mind does not see what it's not looking for. It can look right past things that are there and obvious if it's not looking for them. So what I've learned, with antlers, it's the same, especially when you find a lot of whites. Your eye and brain gets lazy almost. So what I have to do, and this is my tip, I constantly remind myself I'm looking for browns, because I'm not going to miss the whites. If they're there, I'm going to spot them if I'm going to see them. But I have to constantly remind myself, I'm looking for browns. I'm looking for brown. I'm looking for something that blends in. And when you're looking for browns, typically it's the tips. You're not looking for an antler. It's the tips that you see. And so it was the tips in this Brigham T right here that I spotted from down there that brought me to this antler. So that's my tip for you. Remind yourself what you're looking for, and don't just look for one thing. Don't look for an antler laying out in the open that's white, because that's all the ones you're going to find. Look for tips, look for pedicles, and remind yourself, I'm looking for the browns. Because if you're not, and they're not out in the open and you don't trip on them, you're walking past them. They blend in so well. You know, this is designed to be camouflage, and it's great camouflage for the first couple years they're on the ground. So tell yourself, I'm looking for browns. Slow down and look for the little things that'll make it pop. And that's my tip. Let's see if we can't match this dude up in here.
Look at this. Just absolutely churned up here. Bull bedded right there. Man. Even hair. You can smell them. You can smell elk here. I was hoping there'd be an antler laying on this point. They've definitely been here. So I've been hitting some boot tracks. I was hoping that I'd be able to match up that brown. But somebody else hit the point from the other side, and the bull bedded down right there too. And they might have got it, but I'm gonna keep looking. Hopefully I can turn something up out here on this bench. Tons of sign. Man, you can just smell the elk. They were here last night. Oh man. I'm tired. It's been hours. I actually got all the way back almost to the truck and was trying to decide whether I wanted to call it a day or come back in. I've come all the way back in. Whole nother ridge, a lot higher. Finally been out of boot tracks for a little while, and we got a good one up here. I don't know if it's chalk or hard white. It's not a brown, but the fourth is sticking up a mile off the ground down here. Oh, I got to show you this one if I can get up off the ground. I think this is a big bull. Yeah, everything about him looks big. Everything about this dude looks big. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's busted on his third, and he's a big 5. Holy crap. Good girl, honey. Bring it here. Get it. Bring it here. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that fourth is big. I wonder, it's not the other side of the big 5 I found last year. That's at least 2-year-old antler. Dang it, that third's a bummer. That's a good bull. Cool. Feel good about this bench that I'm dropping down to. See if we can't match this up, and if we can, I'll show it to you. All right, check this thing out. That is just a tank of a 5-point. Look at that front. That third would have been big, busted clean off. Giant fourth, good beam. Oh, good bull. There's got to be more in here. Well, I'm just pushing my way through this thick brush, and I got to here and looked. Bam! There it is, honey. There it is. Can you get it? Bring it here. Stuck in the ground. Decent shocker. Good girl. Yeah. This bench looks really good. I'm hoping to get on some browns. There's a lot of fresh sign in here. But we'll take that one, that's for sure. Whew. Just had to climb out of that hole and look at what I see when I get to the top. That looks like tine sticking out of that bush. It's a brownie. It is a brownie. Yeah. Another good bull. Let's see, that's the right side. Yeah. So there's the tracks. It's been on the ground for a while because that's all dried up. Question is the other side back that way? Or is the other side gonna be down this way? Oh, I'm getting tired. Alright, let's pick this up. Alright, it's so windy on this ridge that it'd be tough to get a good pickup video. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to show you this one here. Oh, super pumped. It's kind of cool. You know, that first loop I got right in on a brown and then hit boot tracks and couldn't get out of them. Could have called it quits, but I decided to do one more loop, only this time go deeper. And it definitely paid off. Another nice 6 point. I walked up the trail a little ways, didn't find one, but I'm going to go follow the trail down this way. He was clearly walking this way. See if we can't match him up. But if not, I'm going to head back to the truck. I'm getting tired and I got tomorrow to hunt, so no point in pushing it too hard. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully any minute now we're going to walk up on something huge. But it'll be fun, be more stuff like this. And I also wanted to say hi to the Crofts. Thank you guys for watching. Dedicate that one to you guys. We need to go find a shed like this sometime together. Anyway, go down this way and see if we can't find the other side. Yes. Oh, I was just starting to think, well, I'm probably not going to find anything now before I get out of here. And I got tines back here behind me. Let's look at it. Oh, I think it might be another brownie. As soon as I can get here where I can show you. Look right there. See it? Right there, center. Tines down. Be nice to finally match something up today. What? How about a side-by-side set to end the day? If it's not a brown, I walked past it last year coming out of here. And it is a nice brown. Nice brown. Ooh. I think that's going to be the best bull of the day. Let's see. So sweet. Oh, I'm pumped. Let's see, that's a good looking antler. Good girl, honey. We got another one. We got another one. I wonder if that is the match. Let me think. That is a right side, so. Nope, that's 3 rights. All of my browns are rights. All right, let me take my pack off and I'll pick up this one. All right. I'm too lazy to dig out the selfie stick to do this. Pick him up. Just a smaller 6. He shrunk as soon as I picked him up, but still 3 6-point browns today. Man, that's awesome. That's I'm getting heavy and I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna be heading out of here. Luckily, I'm only I don't know, a mile or 2 from the truck as the crow flies. Unfortunately, I'm not a crow. I got some up and down to do, but start making our way out of here. Man, what a great day. Could even stumble on another one in here going out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming with me on these. Subscribe if you haven't so you can share the adventures with me. It's always a good time. And thanks. Well, here we are, end of the day. Broke down. And phone's about to die. Luckily, I climbed about a 500-foot cliff here. And was able to get a call out. So I have someone coming to rescue me. But it was a good day up until this. I don't know what happened. Truck just died in the middle of the road. So we're going to sit here and wait. And that's how the day ends. Sometimes it goes that way.